how to invoke and banish the elements. I'm going to go into a few things that you can do as far as working with the elements. The one that I would suggest that you do on a daily basis is known as the LBRP, or the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram. While performing this ritual, you actually banish away any of the negative aspects of the elements while promoting the positive aspects within yourself, both physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually on all four of those levels. So performing that ritual daily will help to negate negative forces and influences on you while promoting positive aspects within yourself with the different elements. But I'm going to give you a couple other things as well to go along with the LBRP that you can practice and see which kind of works for you. But I would suggest doing the LBRP on a daily basis. So this one practice that I'm going to be talking about is elemental breathing, and this can be found in the book known as Initiation into Hermetics by Franz Barton. He talks about elemental breathing and how to cultivate the different elements and the aspects about them. But what you want to do is you want to feel and visualize the certain aspect that you're trying to acquire more of or release from yourself. You focus on the element that it's tied to, and you want to visualize the color associated with that element. For fire, it would be red. For water, it would be blue. For air, it would be yellow. And for earth, it would be green. I find those colors to be the best to represent those elements. And when you do this, you want to breathe in slowly and deeply from the diaphragm. And while performing this, you may want to incorporate body pore breathing, where you see your whole skin as a second pair of lungs pulling in this life force or chi energy into your whole human aura. And you just see your whole aura glowing red, blue, yellow, or green. Or you could focus on the related chakra point with that element. I'm going to give those chakra points in later videos associated with this for each element, for fire, water, air, and earth. So you can find that information on those videos. They're going to be pretty short, just going over the aspects that are associated with the elements and then the chakra points as well. So if you're trying to invoke more of an element, you want to focus on the inhale, pulling and drawing that energy in. And you can focus on a point at the top of the universe where you're pulling this life force energy into your body, infused with whatever aspect of the element that you're trying to pull in. And then if you're trying to release or banish, you could focus on the exhale, and you could send this energy to the center of the earth. You would pick a point at the center of the earth and then send this energy down into the earth to be transmuted on the exhale. So those negative aspects become positive, and then you could pull that energy back up into yourself through the earth, through your feet, up your root chakra, and then spread out through the rest of your body. Or you can focalize it at the navel or the heart chakra, whichever chakra is associated with that element. You want to pull it into that chakra point. So you would want to perform this breathing for about 20 cycles or more. 20 is probably a good number, as well as 36, whichever one you think would be best for you to do. And when beginning with this practice, set the intention that the element is becoming balanced within your body, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And you want to focus on on the inhale for 20 cycles, and you also want to do it 20 cycles out, just to do the promotion of the positive aspects while the release and the banishing of the negative aspects while working with the element. So moving on from there, another way you could do this is you could visualize a sphere above you, before you, or within you. And what you would do is you would breathe into this sphere 5 to 10 cycles of breath slowly and deeply. And you want to watch this sphere growing brighter and brighter, as bright as you can make it. And then you would then hold your breath on the last inhale, and you're visualizing that sphere drawing in vast amounts of life force energy or chi into the center of it. What you can do is you can pick 2 points to the left and right of you out to the center of the universe, pulling in from the infinite source this life force energy. You would do that to the left and right of you, to the front and back of you, and the top and bottom of you, to these points that are connected to anchor points out into the vastness of the universe, pulling in and spiraling that energy into the center of the sphere, and you see it getting concentrated into the center of that sphere. You would then, on the exhale, once you exhale, you want to vibrate or chant the God name associated with the element that you're working with. And then you would visualize that sphere vibrating, spiraling, or pulsating as it grows brighter while it's connected to the divine source of all from all those points. You would repeat this process for the archangel, the angel. I believe it's also the intelligence and the king associated with the element, and I'll give those with the elemental videos that I go into fire, water, air, and earth, where you'll be able to find those. So go ahead and watch those after you watch this one, so you know exactly what to say and do. And then you can either choose to do one of these mantras or you can perform all of them. But if you do all of them, you're incorporating all the planes of existence into the work, which makes it more powerful and more effective for manifestation, as well as to help to control these elements within your body and to master these elements. But it just depends on how much life force energy you want to put into the ritual. It can be very powerful by just using the God name or the archangel or the angel. It just kind of depends on what you want to use. Usually you can just invoke the archangel if you don't have a whole lot of time to do the ritual, and you can still get some very powerful effects with it. You would then move on to program or instruct the energy and the involved entities with the element to balance that element by promoting the positive and banishing or releasing the negative elements within you, or aspects, within you. And you want to ask for greater control of the element that you're working with and the eventual mastery over it. This can also be used for manifestation purposes associated with the element. So if you're working with earth or something like that, you could work with finances, trying to get better at your finances, or trying to find information on financial literacy or something like that. You could invoke the earth element to introduce you to those things, so you become more acquainted with money, so you pull in more or attract more money into your life. The thing is, you could also do for water is associated with psychic abilities and stuff like that. If you want to manifest clairvoyance, the cultivation of clairvoyance with you, or the other senses associated with the psychic abilities, you could do that with water. But you just pretty much write out your desired outcome, and then you speak that to the angels, the archangels, and those associated entities to help cultivate those things within yourself, or to project them out into the universe to help pull that into your sphere of influence. You would then inhale and see the energy in the sphere above you, before you, or within you, enter in some food or water that's in front of you, so you can project it out of the sphere within you. If you wanted to cultivate it at your navel chakra, for fire, I guess you could associate it with, or at the solar plexus chakra, or the heart chakra, depending on the different system that you want to use. You would project that chi back into the food or water in front of you to incorporate the physical realm with the manifestation to make it more powerful, and then you would consume that food or water to spread it out to your body, and then send that energy attraction into your body to attract the positive influences of that element, and to banish away the negative aspects as well. With the associated entities, they'll carry out those different things to help you get rid of the negative aspects. Or you could just perform the license to depart to send these entities back to their abodes so they can carry out the instructions that you laid out for them. What you can also do is you could project the sign of the element out of your body over the food or water that you're trying to pull that energy into. Or you could just project it out and then pull that sign back into your body to attract the positive aspects of that element into you, or to banish it away, whatever you want to do. And what you would do for fire, you would just draw an upright triangle, pretty much clockwise, or you could draw it counterclockwise to banish away. Another thing that you could do is you could draw the invoking or banishing pentagram associated with the element. You'll have to look up a chart exactly how to draw the different pentagrams, so you know that you're drawing the right one whenever you're working with the elements. You don't want to think you're drawing the right one and get a different outcome, or not actually working with it the right way. But that's another thing that you could do. You could draw it out towards yourself. Whenever you draw the sign or you draw the pentagram, you would invoke these entities, pulling in life force energy into the sign that you projected into the air, and then you would charge it with that life force energy from those entities, and then you would put it into the food or water to incorporate the physical realm, or you would pull it into yourself to cultivate the positive aspects, or you would project out your negative aspects into the sign and then send it back out to the infinite source of the universe, where it can be transmuted into positive energy. So for the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram, you pretty much perform this ritual often to develop or balance the many aspects of yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and the four elements in alignment with spirit. And you want to try and do this daily if you can, and you will begin to see positive changes, like I said, to your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual self. And when performing this ritual, you want to set the intention that you're balancing all the elements within yourself, promoting the positive while banishing or releasing the negative. And doing this will bring the elements into harmony or alignment with spirit. And I'll leave a link down below where you can find exactly how to do the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram so that you can perform it for yourself. There's a modified version of this that I was going to suggest, where you not only use the god names to draw out the pentagrams, and then you also invoke the archangels associated with the elements, but what you can do is you can also add the elemental god names to the invocation, and then you could do the archangels again to pull more energy in, and then you could do the angels as well, and then the intelligence, I believe it is, and then the kings associated with those elements to help bring in the more of this elemental power into your influence or sphere of influence, to promote the positive within you and to negate or banish the negative. And doing this will help you to control or master these elements in a much quicker way than if you were to just do the simplified version of the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram, where you only invoke the archangels and use the associated god names for the different pentagrams in the east, south, west, and north. But like I said, I'll link it down below for y'all to read up on, which is the simple version of it. And then I'll give you the different aspects for fire, water, air, and earth, and the different entities and god names associated with them for you to be able to invoke and start using for yourself. But thank you for watching if you made it this far. If you liked the video or you found that it was of value to you, go ahead and leave me a like down below, and then also comment if you have any questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. And then if you have any feedback that you want to give, or if you have any topics that you think I should address at a later time in this channel, go ahead and leave that down below as well. And also subscribe to the channel, because I'll be posting a lot of videos on here for y'all to watch and learn about. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.